Hello and welcome to the Ilene Silverman Show. I'm your host Ilene, and on this week's program, our guests from the Friends of Music and Friends of Theater and Dance discuss their team effort to support scholarships at the UF College of the Arts and how you can help by attending their upcoming gala, Splendor, Dancing Under the Stars. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our program. On Saturday, March 21st, you have the opportunity to attend Splendor, Dancing with the Stars, enjoy a festive evening, and benefit student scholarships at College of the Arts at the University of Florida. To tell us more, I'm pleased to introduce my guests, Cherie Fine, President, Friends of Music, and John Rieger, President, Friends of Theater and Dance. And Cherie and John, it's wonderful to have you both here. And I congratulate you for your leadership in the Friends of Theater and Dance, for your longtime leadership in Friends of Music, and in guiding us to another Splendor event.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, it is my pleasure.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. We really appreciate it.
Oh, well, I'm thrilled because you know I'm looking forward to this event and being a part of it. And I'm proud to be a member of Friends of Theater and Dance. And
very happy to have you on our board, Ilene.
Thank you, John, for your encouragement, your leadership, and I've been a longtime supporter of Friends of Music, as so many other. And I mean, that group goes back to when did it first?
1974 we started.
Okay.
So it's
good history.
Yes, there's a lot of history there.
And you've been president for quite some.
I have been quite president.
Okay, we're not letting Cherie leave. That's the thing. Every year they go, no, she's back.
You get quality, you got to keep quality.
I like it. I like it.
But our board works hard to put on Splendor, and we're really happy to have teamed up with Friends of Theater and Dance.
And this is what, the third year?
This is our third year doing it together.
Third year we've combined forces.
Okay.
And I think that's definitely the way to go, because you get not only the talented students and professors that work in theater and dance, but you also get the music to go with it, and it makes the performance that the people get something they'll never see at any other event around town.
It is true. It's unique, and it's a great collaboration. And tell me again, even though Saturday, March 21st, right? And where's it going to take place?
The event happens at the Nadine McGuire Pavilion at the University of Florida.
Okay.
The actual performance will take place in Constance Theater, and the rest of the event will be utilized in the building, in the McGuire Pavilion.
And because there's a lot happening throughout that event. You
There
know,
is.
we've got several different levels that people can attend, all of which is enjoyable. But kind of set the stage for us. First, let's talk about that attire, because you and I are already ready, and you've got some of your
pink
on.
So it's our kind of signature black and hot pink cocktail attire is what we call it. And it should be very fun. The event is very fun like that. You could come at 5:30 and go to the silent auction, open bar.
Right.
And then there will be a dinner for the people that come at that level.
All right, the Dean's Dinner, Dean Lucinda
dinner.
Lavelli.
It'll be very lovely. And then there'll be the performance in the Constance.
Right, and that's at 8 p.m.
It is at 8 p.m. And then after that, which is a very favorite part of a lot of the attendees, is the jazz band performance for the after party.
Okay, so there's...
You can dance.
Right.
So not only are you watching dancers this year, we're spotlighting dancers, but you can dance yourself.
Then you get to dance yourself,
It's
right.
very fun.
So it makes it a lot of fun. Wonderful sponsors, both Fine Forecast and Parla Piana.
Well, we're glad to do that.
We appreciate that.
And John is a sponsor.
Gator Moving and Storage. Yes.
And the event is being produced by Keith Watson Events. So
Oh,
it's always
and
great
we
to
know
have
it will be
Keith.
dazzling. We're saying Dancing Under the Stars. It's going to be,
And the food is catered this year by Blue Water Bay.
Oh, delicious.
Chef Brian from Melrose, that
Yes.
we all know and love. His cuisine will be fantastic for us.
It is. And so those who come to the earlier part at that price level, and I know you can go to the website and find out, this information, but that gives you a whole, opportunity to mingle, to see the extensive silent auction,
Yes.
and to have the great food.
That's correct.
Correct.
But we all get together for that performance
Yes,
at 8 p.m.
Yes, correct. So it's either option, either if you come to the performance and the after party, or you come for the whole thing and enjoy it all. It's just great because you're supporting the arts at University of Florida, and it means a lot to the students, to the faculty, be able to get quality students because they can offer scholarships.
Right.
So it's very important to the
Right.
mission.
It is, and it's wonderful to be a part of. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about Splendor, Dancing with the Stars, and I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Tony Offerly, UF Associate Professor of Music and Director of Opera. And it's wonderful to have you join us.
Oh, it's so good to see you again.
Well, thank you, Tony. We always have many exciting things to discuss about School of Music and opera theater and all the many things you've done for these years at UF. And now here you are once again producing the gala portion of Splendor.
Well, this is part of the entertainment segment of the evening. In addition to the dinner and the silent auction,
right?
and
the
all
cocktails, the conversation.
Well, people come for the entertainment. I mean,
Yes.
the food's delicious, and the always fun to do the silent auction. But the music is really quite unique.
All right. It's a whole Broadway show for like an hour, just about. I
The
mean,
entertainment
it is.
really the one thing that sets this event apart from any other event in town.
I
You know,
agree.
lots of places have, charities have silent auctions and wonderful dinners, but this Splendor is the only event that has such a phenomenal Broadway caliber production.
It does.
Thanks to Tony's help.
Well,
Yes.
and many other folks who work on this with us. The talent level at the University of Florida keeps getting better and better and better. If you had a chance to see our recent production of Phantom of the Opera, or
Yes.
in the fall Sweeney Todd, you can
Oh,
see we have a
yes, you're
world-class group of students who are making a name for themselves all across the country once they graduate. And we're so very fortunate at this production to have with us one of our recent alumni, Felipe Bombonato, who has been setting the music theater world on fire ever since he left in 2011, wasn't it, John?
Right, we were
Felipe
talking
was
about
a
that.
BFA candidate, graduate from the University of Florida's Theater and Dance program. Graduated in 2011 and joined the touring company, the National Tour of Cats.
I mean,
Immediately.
what wonderful success. I know you're so excited too, John, because you'll get to see him again and
Got
talk.
to watch him as an undergraduate.
Catch off,
and
yeah.
Got to see him in
catch
his
up with
national performances.
right, with what he's doing. And
We saw Felipe as a high school student. He went to PK Young.
Yes.
And
PK Young Performing Arts then, yeah.
Right, they did Les Mis, and we couldn't believe it. year-old high school student, and when I found out he was coming to the University of Florida to study with Tony Mata, and I think that's just a tribute to the wonderful training they're getting in the School of Theater and Dance, especially under Tony Mata's direction. It's just a wonderful education, and then they go off and they work, and that's probably the best.
And it's very competitive to get into any portion of University of Florida, but School of Theater and Dance and Musical Theater, that is pretty intense, I hear.
Right, getting into both the music program and the School of Theater and Dance are very difficult these days.
And that is the benefit of our cause. Splendor's, the funds that are raised this night go to help support scholarships to bring these talented students into our program.
So it's very important because we'd be missing out, all of us.
Absolutely.
They'd miss out, we would miss out enjoying their talent and all that it adds to our own lives. And okay, now give us the inside track. Let us know.
Well, I won't give away the whole show because then it won't be that surprise.
I know,
element,
okay, I don't want to give that away, but I'm already seeing it in my mind.
Well, the theme for the evening is dance. We're featuring the School of Theater and School of Theater Dance program, and so that will be primarily our focus.
Okay.
Felipe is going to do the show a little bit different than what we've done in years past, where we had an MC. Richard Drake did it 2 years ago,
and John
Sheree and John did it, and this year he's going to be more like a Neil Patrick Harris character on the Oscars. Felipe will wear a body mic, and he'll do a little song and dance. He'll introduce the acts, and we'll get to see Felipe in his element, get a little repartee with the audience.
Oh, and I bet he's so excited to
he's very
come back
excited.
to his hometown and to his university and do this.
Well, we're very
and then we
very
see
glad to
him
have
perform too, so he does a little bit,
Right, and he'll be working with also the different groups that are performing. He'll introduce each act. We've got from the School of Music, the Opera Theater is doing the number Prima Donna from the Phantom of the Opera that we just did.
Right.
There's a solo pianist from the studio of Dr. Kevin Orr. Enoch Wong will be playing a Beethoven Scherzo, so a little classical music thrown in.
Yeah.
And then, of course, 2 featured dance pieces from the School of Theater and Dance area. One will be called Orange, choreographed by Pat Graney, and the other is Miscommunicated, choreographed by Trent D. Williams.
Oh, excellent. So yes, Dancing Under the Stars is our key theme, but the dance, the music, all of it together, it really is superb. And you know, there are people that don't get to Constance Theater, that don't get to enjoy the shows you were just talking about. This gives them a taste of what they're missing, actually.
Oh, absolutely. And the schedule's full all the way through the entire spring and fall semesters through both colleges, School of Music and School of Theater and Dance. So this town is just full of talent.
It
and
is.
Lots
It
of
is.
opportunities to enjoy the culture.
And on March 21st, we're going to enjoy a great deal of that talent, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about Splendor, Dancing Under the Stars. And Cherie, thanks for rejoining us. And Tony, we've got lots more to discuss because it's just a wonderful evening. And if people have not been before, it is magical.
I think so.
It is, to see all the performances going on, and for those of us going to the cocktail silent auction, the dinner, there's some special things happening, Tony, right?
Well, there's never a dull moment. There's
No,
always something
I mean, I
going
love
on
it.
at Splendor.
It's fun, yeah.
And so at the beginning of the evening, we're going to have a wonderful string group, string quartet, who's under the direction of Dr. Stephen Thomas. And they'll
Oh,
play,
that's great.
They'll be playing throughout the evening and during the dinner. And so we'll have some wonderful music for people to enjoy that part of the night. And then, of course,
Right.
later on in the evening, after the gala event that we talked about,
Yes.
well, I see you dancing, and I have to sneak this in because we're closing the program with the number 1 from the chorus line, and I've seen you dance.
Thank you, Tony.
So you're very good. Maybe we can get you to join us
Maybe
this
if
year.
I could just be in the aisle, I'll bring my gold top hat. You know,
That would be
just let me get-
fantastic.
Well, if you feel the spirit move you, welcome to come down on stage and join
Okay,
us.
thank you.
But during the after party, Scott Wilson has brought together the University of Florida Jazz Band with some guest artists this year. A Yamaha featured artist, clarinetist, his name is Jim Snyder, will be joining
Oh, that's
the
excellent.
band. Crooner Russell Robinson will be joining
Okay,
us.
now
everybody-
we have to talk about Russ, right?
Yes,
Cherie?
definitely.
He's a favorite.
He is a
He's crowd
favorite.
pleaser. Everyone
I
loves
know.
him.
People will be very happy to see him joining.
Yes.
He's a multi-talented
He
individual.
is.
And then also
Great.
L'Ingenue Parson, a trumpeter, will also be joining the band. So
And I
that's-
understand he's just phenomenal. So that should be really a great addition to the jazz band, which is already just
Superb.
yeah,
but-
wonderful group.
excellent.
Right.
So very exciting.
So, and everybody joins in for that, you know, whatever level you attend, you know, Splendor, Dancing Under the Stars, you're going to be all together at the performance and everybody at the post party.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So that makes it a lot of fun. And there's desserts, I think, too.
Delicious desserts, good cocktails. Keith Watson is going to just make it spectacular, I'm
He always
sure.
does. Always
I know.
does.
And I'm looking forward to the food from Blue Water.
Yes, which
So-
is always delicious. But the nice thing is, going back to the purpose behind this, because Tony, here you are, longtime professor of music, Russ Robinson professor. You see what it takes for these young artists to achieve and to have these scholarships. You
So
yourself
it's really
know, Cherie.
important, yes. I think that's what makes it worthwhile to be on the board of the Friends of Music, or like you, the Board of Theater and Dance, to be able to support the phenomenal faculty that we have at the University of Florida School of the Arts, and to be able to have them have money to get kids who are
Right,
perhaps
need that
considering
extra.
coming to UF and say, hey, we can offer you a scholarship, and that will maybe encourage them to come to UF instead of go to another program.
Right.
Makes it affordable for them and lets them know that they're appreciated and wanted by the
So
faculty.
that really raises our standard of artistic excellence and an academic standard. I mean, it all adds in.
The
Absolutely.
more wonderful students you have, the
The more
better
that
your
wanna come
program.
here,
The
right.
more who want to come here,
Exciting.
you know, so the program just grows and grows. And
So
I've
wonderful.
seen during your tenure it become very fantastic in the opera department. And
Well, this is
I
my
agree.
10th year, and what's wonderful now is that I see our
Can't believe
students
it.
graduating, going off to professional success, and now with Felipe coming
Coming
back
back.
and
I
sharing
mean,
that
this is-
success with the new students who are here, and they look up to them. They say, wow, look at these wonderful professionals out there in the world who are UF alumni, and I can do that too.
That's right. So it's a wonderful, he's a great role model. And everybody looks to that and says, if he can do it, I could do it. It's an opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I know how much, well, for both of you, music, dance, the arts means to you throughout this whole community. For those young people coming up, it's important.
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, this is a place where they get their training, where they learn the ins and outs of the business, and then we send them off to do great things, and always hope the best for them.
And those of us following the College of the Arts knows how it's kept up with. We're always getting word of this artist doing this performer in New York, national tour such as Cats and everything. So you really see how that enhances the whole college.
And it's a success rate that is really unparalleled. I mean, we compete with some of the bigger conservatories in the country.
Right.
And arts at UF is so important. I think it means a lot to the whole community, being an alumni from the University of Florida, having the arts be so successful and such a big part of the community, and there for you as a student as well as once you graduate to be able to enjoy it. Just, it's very special.
Well said. And I appreciate both of you, and thank you, Tony. I look forward to all that you're producing for that special night.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about Splendor, Dancing Under the Stars. And Cherie and John, we're looking forward to it. So think back to last year, Cherie. How much was raised through that event?
We raised $50,000 through that event, and we're hoping to do more this year, of course.
Yes, that's our goal. We're gonna raise more money, and we've got a wonderful event to offer everybody to attend. And wonderful, you're great leaders of our Friends boards.
Thank you.
And we all appreciate what you do. I mean, it's a wonderful service to the college and to the community.
Well,
and we have great leadership within the College of the Arts.
Absolutely. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Dean Lucinda Lavelli has had a vision since she has arrived, and this college has grown, even with the name change, instead of College of Fine Arts, the Arts, because it is so inclusive. And it just amazes me, all that is happening.
Yes, and we're really fortunate to have John Duff as the director of the School of Music.
Indeed.
Yes.
And he offers good leadership as well, and he's always encouraging and very supportive of the Friends group.
He is, yes, always interacting, and then we're so pleased with our director,
Jerry Dickey is the director of the School of Theater and Dance, and Jerry's actually a Florida alum. Did some undergraduate work here, and
that's right.
Off to other careers, and has come back now to be the director of the school.
I'm so pleased.
He's really lovely.
Yes.
I'm sorry to talk.
No, he attends because it's so great. He attends some of our meetings and kind of tells you what's coming up and what you can look forward to attending. And it just, the more you know about something, the more you appreciate and enjoy it.
And that's one of the purposes of both of the Friends groups, is to just get that word out and to get people more involved and to show them the resources that are right here at the University of Florida in the theater department and the music department.
And it's a really good thing if you become a member of either a Friends group or are supportive of the School of the Arts. You'll be getting our electronic newsletter called The Loop. So
I love it. I love it to stay in the loop.
And they tell you about all the a number of the performances that are coming up. So you might get notice that Phantom is coming up or whatever
Right.
productions are being put on, you'll be kept abreast of what's going on, which is a good benefit.
And they highlight a lot of the students, a lot of the alum. I find it very interesting. I always look forward to reading it. And, you know, I enjoyed being on the board for Friends of Theater and Dance, but you were talking about being a member. So how do you become a member and join? Is there a certain level?
Membership of either of the Friends groups or both of the Friends groups is
Yes.
very, very simple. You can always join at
Arts.ufl.edu.
Okay, you like
Thank
it?
you. Sorry that I goofed that one up.
No, it's good, good. We'll make it
arts.ufl.edu.
available.
And but membership's a very reasonable annual fee, just $50.
Okay.
And you get included in special events, different parties, and mostly you get the support to support the students.
Right, and don't forget Facebook,
Yes.
because we want everybody, right, to go on. And
Absolutely. Our Splendor event, Dancing Under the Stars, there's a Facebook page for that, so you can come there, join it. You can also buy tickets from there, or you can buy tickets online from the University of Florida site, arts.ufl.edu.
Okay.
And
go back about those tickets one more time. Tell us again, the different levels.
Tickets, we're selling 2 levels of tickets. There's a $40 level ticket, which would allow you to come see the performance or the gala that that Tony's producing, and then stay for the after party. Or if you have the Dean's Dinner to join Dean Lavelli and to have the entire evening of performances, it's $150 per person or $250 for a couple. So it's very reasonable.
It is.
And it means so much to the school to get the money to support the kids.
It does, and once you attend, if you haven't attended before, you will come back year after year.
I
And
think
tell
so.
us
And
one
one
more
thing to-
time, date and time.
Date
Yeah,
and time.
yeah.
Date is March 21st, 2015.
Right,
The dinner,
Saturday night,
the doors will open at 5:30. The dinner will begin at 6:30, catered by Blue Water Bay.
Okay.
The performance will begin at 8. That's where the $40 level ticket is able to join at 8 o'clock. And the after party begins at 9 o'clock,
Right,
around
so
9 o'clock.
we all get to party and dance afterwards.
Absolutely.
And wear our black with our hot pink and, and just have a really good time. And I thank you, John, Cherie, Tony, for all you're doing to make our Splendor Dancing Under the Stars possible.
And we thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. And I look forward to partying with you and everyone.
Me too.
And I hope I will see you on Saturday, March 21st at Dancing Under the Stars, a wonderful Splendor event. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I hope you'll join us next week. Take care.